Some people don't walk into your life because they value you. They walk into your life because they value what you can do for them. The uncomfortable truth is that not every friendship begins with genuine connection. Some begin with opportunity, your influence, your network, your knowledge, your generosity, your success, or simply your willingness to say yes. The most unsettling part isn't that fake friends exist, it's that they rarely look fake. They laugh with you, celebrate with you, support you when others are watching, and make you believe you found someone who truly understands you. That's why betrayal by a friend hurts differently. It isn't just the loss of a relationship, it's the collapse of a reality you believed was true. More than 2,000 years ago, Aristotle made a distinction that remains remarkably relevant today. In his Nicomachean Ethics, he described three kinds of friendship: friendships of utility, friendships of pleasure, and friendships of virtue. Friendships of utility exist because each person gains something from the other. Friendships of pleasure revolve around shared enjoyment and common interests. Both can be meaningful, but they often fade when circumstances change. Aristotle believed the deepest friendships are built on virtue, mutual respect, goodwill, and character. These endure not because they are profitable, but because each person values the other for who they are. The tragedy comes when we mistake a friendship of utility for a friendship of virtue. Modern psychology echoes this insight through social exchange theory, developed by thinkers such as George Homans, Peter Blau, John Thibaut, and Harold Kelly. The theory proposes that people often evaluate relationships by weighing perceived rewards and costs. This doesn't mean all friendships are calculated or selfish. Mutual support is a healthy part of any relationship. The danger appears when someone remains close only, while the rewards outweigh the costs. As long as you have something to offer, they're present. When the benefits disappear, so do they. Their loyalty was never to you, it was to the advantages the relationship provided. Psychologist Robert Cialdini explained another force that can quietly shape friendships: reciprocity. In healthy relationships, kindness inspires kindness, and generosity strengthens trust. But manipulative people can exploit this principle by creating emotional debt. They offer favors you never requested, give gifts that seem unusually generous, or repeatedly remind you of everything they've done. Then comes the unspoken expectation: because they've invested in you, you now owe them your loyalty, your time, or your agreement. The friendship slowly becomes less about mutual care and more about silent obligation. Sociologist Erving Goffman argued that people naturally manage the impressions they give others. We all present different sides of ourselves depending on the situation. But for some individuals, friendship itself becomes a performance. They cultivate the image of being loyal, supportive, and dependable because that image earns trust. Their kindness isn't always false, but it can be selective. They know exactly when to appear generous and when to say the right words. Over time, you begin to trust the performance more than the person behind it. Some of these patterns are also explored through the Dark Triad, a framework associated with psychologists Delroy Powell, Hiss, and Kevin Williams. It describes three personality traits: Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy that, when strongly expressed, are linked with manipulative or exploitative behavior. A highly Machiavellian person may treat friendship as strategy rather than connection. A highly narcissistic person may stay close while you provide admiration or status. Someone high in psychopathic traits may show little empathy if the relationship no longer serves them. These traits exist on a spectrum, and having some characteristics does not automatically make someone a fake friend. But the framework helps explain why certain relationships feel one-sided or emotionally draining. Carl Jung offered another insight through his idea of the persona, the social mask people wear to gain acceptance. We all have a persona, and it isn't inherently deceptive. It helps us navigate society. But when someone becomes more committed to protecting the mask than living authentically, friendship can become a performance. They aren't trying to know you. They're trying to manage how you see them. The result is a relationship built on appearances instead of honesty. So, how do you recognize genuine loyalty? Don't watch people when life is easy. Watch them when life changes. Who still calls when you've lost your position? Who celebrates your success without turning it into a competition? Who tells you difficult truths because they care not, because they want to embarrass you? Who respects your boundaries even when they don't benefit from them? Real loyalty isn't tested when everything is going well. It's revealed when circumstances stop being convenient. This isn't an invitation to become suspicious of everyone. In fact, doing so would only replace one mistake with another. Many friendships are genuine, generous, and deeply meaningful. The lesson is not to assume hidden motives everywhere. The lesson is to develop discernment. Don't judge friendship by how loudly someone praises you, how often they flatter you, or how many favors they offer. Judge it by consistency, honesty, and the way they treat you when there is nothing to gain. Because real friends don't disappear when your usefulness ends. They don't keep score. They don't turn generosity into leverage. They don't compete with your success or quietly celebrate your failures. They remain because they value you, not your value to them. And perhaps that's the simplest test of all. When everything you can offer is stripped away, who still chooses to stay?
Welcome to the Conscious Chamber.